In today's video, can I bust 10 myths? Some of them are fake, and some of them are true. Some of them count, some of them I don't know, some of them don't, I don't know. So let's move on to the first myth. The first myth is, can you climb a tree with only one arm? Well, that's gonna be pretty easy, right chat? Also, we're doing it in public and we are in the book right now. And I use my left arm because it's strong, so let's see if the myth is true. Whoa, this is pretty hard, but I got this.
You want me to teach you?
No, yeah. Wait, why do I?
Okay.
Okay. So what do you
What the freak is that? The police right now?
Have you ever looked because
Oh my god, my game glitch. No. Okay.
Come over here.
Oh my god. Have to climb the tallest tree, by the way.
Does this say Megan? Oh, right there.
yes.
Okay, so
Let's just use double opposite and go. How the freak did I fall?
mute everyone else.
Chat, one more try, okay? Chat, one more try.
For, next to everyone else's name other than mine because it fits.
So there's
I mean, mute everyone else.
do that. I think.
Well, chat, say busted but true because some good players could do that. So let's move on to the next myth. Also, chat, while I was filming me climbing the tree, the battery I took off, it actually died while I took it off. So yeah, let's move on to the next myth, chat. Let's move on to the next myth. Let's see what's the second myth. Can you juke someone by going around the same tree 5 times? That's gonna be pretty hard, but I guess we'll try. So let's go to infection lobby. Alright, Chad, the round just ended, so we're gonna use this tree to juke someone out.
Teach me how to play the game.
That's a
What?
Come here.
Hey, come. Hey.
Teach me how to play the game.
Sorry, I'll teach you how to play the game, but first let me do something too. I'll teach you how to play the game. First, let me do something. Let me use this tree instead. Hey, come over here. Come over here. Oh, he's a noob trying to and becomes a pro. Oh, we're crap.
My blood is not new.
That's bannable, him doing the backflip.
No, it's not. It's bannable. You doing the emo.
Oh my
Why
god.
do I even have the emo?
Hey, little boy. Little help. Stop playing on you. Little boy. Little help. Little boy. Little boy, come over here. Little boy, come over here. Boom.
Oh, because you can do it in the
What?
No, thanks someone was on the way to attack.
Burger.
This is me trying to attack you. You did the backflip, I couldn't attack you.
What the frick?
Real Asian, right?
Nah, chap. I say that's true but false. Cause why not? Well, let's move on to the next myth. Yeah, chat. The other myth, I say that's true but false. Cause only good players could do that. So let's move on to the next myth, which is, can you escape with only wall climbing? Which might be impossible, but let's try. In a public server that's casual this time. So let's go. We're trying to use that wall to escape the map without using mod. So let's go. It's gonna be pretty impossible.
Hi guys.
What the frick?
Hello.
What the frick is
I was
happening?
modding.
Oh, let's try it one more time.
Modding this on the server. Hello, Bob. Yo, Bob, you are the greatest. You are. Oh my God, it's Trump.
Bro, am I just bad at the game? Cause I know only good players could do that. Maybe even TNC Pick could get out the map only doing that. Let's try again. Bro, I'm so bad at the game. Well, chat, I say that myth is false. I think you could only use mod to get out the map only walk like. But let's move on to the next myth.
Wait, Trump.
Alright, so the next myth is, can you survive 1 minute without climbing? So, what they're trying to say is, can you survive 1 minute without climbing an infection? So, I guess that'll be pretty impossible, so let's go to, infection lobby. So, yeah, let's go. Alright, chat, I have a timer up here, so let's go.
Yeah, I
Three,
got you.
two, one, let's
I
go.
got you, Flip. Ugh.
Bro,
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Also, since there's a timer on the camera as well, I could check when it hits 1 minute.
No, as Mr. Beast, I can't afford that stuff, bro. So I gotta ask.
Oh, I can't touch the trees as well because they're
Yo,
kind of
that's
count
real.
as
I'll give you
walls.
that. Yo, I'll give you that next
I
time.
can't climb on
Oh
them.
my god, for
I mean, I could touch the
bro.
branch. I could touch the tree, but not the branches. I just can't climb on them.
I'm not gonna fall.
I'm gonna check the timer.
Someone
30
help!
seconds, alright.
Please!
Jimmy.
I won't tag you if you help me.
Done the naughty with that, bro. That's my name. I'm sorry.
Okay. See, I could touch the trees, but not the branches because that counts as climbing. Yo, run! Run!
Behind you, bro.
Yeah,
Watch out. Don't even talk to me.
Almost about to hit 1 minute, chat.
gosh, are
I'm checking the timer on the camera. Almost about to hit 1 minute.
super famous?
Alright, chat, we hit 1 minute. So that means myth, true.
Yo, what's up, guys? Oh, are you doing a video
Who
or something?
is
Oh,
this?
my bad.
Yeah, you better get out here. Well, let's move on to the next myth.
Actually, I will.
Alright, so the next myth is, can you cross the map without touching the ground? It's gonna be pretty easy. We could just use the trees, so let's do it. And we're also doing this in casual lobby because I don't want to get tagged while I'm doing that infection. So let's go.
Get out of here!
Alright, so pretty easy. I'm gonna take the route of the blah. Also, the bridge counts as well because it's kind of like a floor. Right, let's go.
my own way.
Okay,
Thank you.
pretty easy.
I know
Okay,
you're a huge
okay.
fan, but you gotta let me say something to my chat, okay?
Okay, it's pretty
I'll
easy.
give you finger paint out in a minute.
Alright, so we have to make that jump. Good. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're just gonna have to go to that bridge and make that wall right there.
I'm gonna go academy now. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Alright, chat. I say that myth was myth true. Why am I saying myth true or and false, bro? Alright, let's move on to the next myth.
Go to city, okay?
Alright, my next myth, oh my god. This was recognizable in my last video where I had to only tag someone but moving backrooms and like only moving backwards. I have to do a myth that says, can you tag someone with only moving backwards? Oh my god! I'm not doing that, bro. Myth busted. No, myth true but false. I already did that, man. It was chaos. No, it was bad. Let's just check out the sixth myth, chat. Let's check out what the sixth myth is. Alright, can you hide in a tree without getting found? Let's try. But we're doing it in the casual lobby because why not? Well, let's go. Alright, I'm hiding behind this tree. Let's see if someone can find me.
today.
I just started the clip and you already found me?
Today.
What the frick?
I just got that.
Oh well.
I just got that A batch today. You wanna see?
For me, myth busted because right when I started the clip, someone already found me behind the tree. So myth busted, bro. Myth also true for other players if they hide really well. Well, let's move on to the next myth. Alright, so the next myth is, can you stay on the wall for 30 seconds? Pretty easy, but pretty hard. I'm not really good at that balancing, but I'm good at wall climbing. So, I'm gonna have a timer up here, and let's, see if it's true or not. So, let's go to public lobby. Alright, chat, I have a timer up here. We're gonna start wall climbing in 3, 2, 1. Also, no. Also, I could check how long I've been recording, so I could check how long I've been on the wall. Oh my god, this is pretty hard, but not that hard, right? Been in the wall for 20 seconds or something. Right. Okay, we hit 30 seconds on my camera. Alright, so I say that myth is true. So let's move on to the last myth. So let's move on. Alright, so this next myth is, can you escape by only going up? So I think you're saying that we're gonna have to start way all the way down, like maybe like from over there in the forest map to getting all the way up here. So I guess that's gonna be easy. So let's try. I don't know. All right. So we're gonna have to go right there, all the way to right there. Pretty easy, right, chat? Also, my game will glitch, so
What
it's
was
gonna make it
that?
hard.
Guys,
Alright.
can I juke someone?
Okay.
No.
Now, since we're going up,
Oh man. Dang it.
well,
He's kind of fire. Yo, yo,
I
is
say
anybody need to be
myth
last to leave?
false. Why am I keep saying
Yeah,
false?
last to leave.
Oh well, since that myth
Nobody
false,
last to leave?
let's move
Alright.
on to the
We're
next
gonna
myth.
code POI.
Yeah. Why? This guy is giving me flashbacks from last video. Can I win around without jumping? That's the 8th myth. Oh my god, why am I always getting the myths that I did in last video? Right, so I say myth busted, but we're not counting that because that gave me flashbacks. So let's move on to the real 8th myth. Alright, so the last myth is gonna be so hard. So this next, I mean, not that hard, but this next myth is: can you survive a whole gorilla tag lobby without touching the floor once? So that means I can't touch the bridge. I can't touch the the I'll count the branches. I can't touch the floor. I can't touch the platforms. You know, the platforms with the tree in. I can't touch nothing. I can touch everything, but not the floor. So it's gonna be pretty hard. So yeah, let's go to public lobby. Myth cancelled. Yeah, I tried going to 5 different lobbies, and some of them were with cheaters. So the myth is cancelled, man. Myth cancelled, bro. Well, I didn't want it to cancel this myth because it sounded too fun, but oh my god. Yeah, and we're gonna have to do a different myth, man. So this myth is: can you escape by jumping between 2 walls? Huh. I guess we could do that. I guess we could do that. So let's try. This is the only hard myth I have, so let's try. Well, let's go to public lobby. Okay, we're gonna try escape the map with only using bouncing on 2 walls. So let's try. Oh my god, this is pretty hard. Alright. Ugh. We could bounce on 2 of those branches. Boom. Boom. Alright. Now we're gonna bounce that and that, which just counts as 2 walls. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, we bounce on 2. What the freak is happening here? Yo, guys, there's ritual happening. What was that about? Alright, let's continue. Alright. 1, 2, alright. We bounced 2 times, so now we're going to make it there and bounce 2 times. 1, 2. Alright, chat. I say that myth is pretty true.
That be in the video.
No! Get the freak out of here!
Shut up.
What'd you say to me?
Shut up.
Nah. For that, you're not being in a video. I don't know what that was about, but I see that myth is true because it seemed like I was bouncing on 2 walls, but when I was bouncing on the 2 branches, I was bouncing on 2 things, so I guess that counts. I guess it's myth counts. What the freak is myth counts? So this is the end of the video. Busting 10 myths. So hope you all have a good day. Till next time, peace.